Good morning, walkers, and welcome to Big Springs, Idaho. This is the Big Spring. My name is Henry. I will be your proxy walker today, your virtual travel guide. Welcome to City Walks, where we have an exploration. Sorry, I gotta buckle up my backpack here. Have an exploration, usually of cities, but often of natural areas, and that's what we're going to do today. I'm not going to talk as much today, I think. I am recording this in 360. It's another experiment. Still figuring that out. Big Springs. I should have looked up this before I lost cell signal, but it is one of the largest springs in the world. This creates an entire river. As you can see, it all comes out of the hill right over there. There's another spring over to our right, but not as big as this. That is Johnny Sack's cabin. I think he was a Swiss guy that lived out here for a long time. And it is about 8 a.m., 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that's 4 or 5 degrees Celsius. And I gotta check my audio levels here. I'll turn those up just a little bit. I just want to say real quick, I have my bear spray with me because we are in Island Park. Big Springs is just to the east of Island Park, which I did a walk sort of in a section, the Max-In section, which is kind of where we're near. Keep an eye out for trout in this bridge, in this creek here. Beautiful, pristine, clear water. And what else? Oh, that is not a trout. That is an American dipper, a water ouzel down there. Cute little birds. They eat and they feed underwater insects in the rocks and current of streams. Little water wheel over there. And I think it's so quiet here. We have it to ourselves. We're going to go down one side of this river and then back the other side. They have a little quarter-operated fish food thing where you can get some fish food to feed these trout. Let's see if we can see any from this side. I think the glare on the water is not going to let us. But we're going to go over the top and we'll look down and see if we can see them. I do want to say thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate you joining me. Leave me your comments if you've ever been here, if you have any thoughts or corrections or anything else. 360 viewers may not get as good of a view here. Look how beautiful this is. Lovely. I don't see any of them. When you throw food out to these fish, they go nuts and they're massive. I'm not seeing them right now. So the other spring is up that way. It's a little bit smaller. You can tell the volume's about half. Still beautiful. I'm going to cross over. This area is closed to fishing. Here's the fish food deal. I don't have a quarter with me, otherwise I'd consider feeding these guys. I've seen a couple of them dart around. But look at this view. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely gorgeous. If I had a polarized filter, it'd be a lot easier to see these fish. And a tighter lens. I can see a few down in there, but you probably can't. Anyway, we're going to walk along the left bank of this river, the south bank, I guess. Hope all our technology has a minimum of hiccups. Oh, I've been trying to do this way. I'm going to show you me. Just give you a little, well, I'm going to wait till I get in the shadow. So I'm not backlit quite as much. And you can see my setup a little bit. So I'm going to turn the camera now. Don't get dizzy. Hi everybody, good morning. Welcome to City Walks. Such a beautiful morning here. I'm going to turn you around just a second and show you, but thanks for joining me. This is so beautiful. It's so nice to have it to ourselves. So here we go. We're going back. All right. I hope you can tell by the smile on my face how much I'm enjoying this. We're staying at a brand new Marriott place over in Max Inn that was in the earlier walk. And we were sitting on the bank watching the osprey fish. I think there's some young ones that are learning. Very cool. So here's a map. You can see Big Springs Nature Trail. We're gonna go, we're here. We're gonna go along here, cross a bridge, and come back along an abandoned railroad line. This is, I know I said I wasn't gonna talk, and I will be quiet in a little bit, but this is the time of day that we might see some wildlife. We've already seen an ouzel. I saw a deer trying to cross the road earlier. I've got my bear spray, as I mentioned, and I probably should be making more noise, but I kind of like this quiet aspect of it. Okay, let's enjoy the river. Do have some wind here. See a raven in that tree in the distance. Just saw an osprey fly by behind the trees. Look at that. They have all these little pullouts with interpretive signs too, which I'm not gonna visit just yet. see back upriver there. Just gonna look over into the water, show you how clear it is. Oh, there's a little robin. I hope you heard that thumping. That is a ruffed grouse drumming on a log somewhere, displaying. That was an osprey. Hope you got to see that in the camera. Here we go, you see him? Flying right over there. Beautiful birds. Out trying to find breakfast. These little birds flying around are swallows. I'm not sure which kind. There's our osprey friend. Directly above us, but I don't want to point the camera straight up. I think it's a little curious about us. See the moose droppings on this path. It's kind of what this area is known for. And probably bears coming through here quite often, digging up some tasty grubs and that sort of thing. Here's a little interpretive sign about moose and their furry friends, and beavers, I think, or maybe muskrats. There are some inholdings in this area where people have built houses. classic old cabin up there. Somebody's got the wood stove going. Several more. There's no fishing between and floating between the bridge and the boat put in where we're going to cross the river. I'm going to swing you over and let you see some of these little cabins. Pretty cool. There's a little tree house there. Somebody's built over the years. Hopefully my 360 camera doesn't get caught on one of these branches. They're pretty low. You can probably hear by the sound of my steps that we've gone from a paved path to a gravel path. So not everything in the woods is a monstrous big beast like a moose or a bear. I believe. Well, I thought that was an anthill, but it is not. Just a big old pile of soft pine needles. But they do have these like 1 or 2 foot high anthills in places. I think they're red ants. And sorry, I'm hearing some sounds. And of course, most of their colonies underground, but it's they tend to teem with life and have a lot of pine needles on the hill. We're approaching the boat ramp, and I think what I'm hearing is some of that activity. That's a little tight. Coming up on some other people. Here is boat ramp. Oops, I gotta